Okay, and now let's talk about the task. So the first task was to create a user profile management. So in that we will first create a homepage, and we'll create a user ID registration where you can give if any new user is there, you can log in. He can create himself a user ID. That user ID will have his house phone number and this all details. In in next we'll have list of that user with will or any number of users we'll display them. And so in summary we will display all the services that users are you having and the amount they're spending on that. So let's start the task one. So I was using Java, JDBC and Oracle for it. So I will show you the um, this is the main program. So I extended the JF. So I'll show the login page first. Okay. So I was using NetBeans IDE to develop this this project. So uh, okay, I have created a design where you will have a label, password, logo, and these buttons overall. So you can drag it overall and create it. So after creating design for connecting with database, so there we will be for connecting it and for creating database for users. So I was using Oracle SQL developer. So I created a database for for users where users will be there. So I created it. So then I have inserted some of the users. So okay, let's run this command. Okay, wait. Okay, I will show the users. So there we go. We have this many users. In for timing, let's have 3 users. So user ID will their password, house owner name, house number of house members, mobile number. So I created that. So how I am creating database connectivity in Java. Okay, I will show you. So okay, so in a login button I have written a for connection statement using JDBC connectivity. This is my actual schema. This is my password. This is a port number. This is a driver, Oracle thin driver. So this is the connection statement for the connecting to the database. So okay, okay, for matching the password, I have selected a password from hr.fc users where user ID is called jtext field. So whatever the text, what we'll type in this text field, so we'll be getting that will be passed to the user ID hr1, and the password in password field will be getting a password. So I copied that into a char pass. So I'll be comparing with the database password. So if that will match, so it will go to the next screen, or else it will show wrong password. It will go welcome. So let's show you that. Okay, I will type. Come the for this the password was okay. See where we have got welcome segment at the gmail.com. Okay, if you are a new user, if you are not have any ID in this, so you can click on new user. So where you will open another screen. So for this I have written a code where okay, click on new user. I have created a new panel where new user. Now this was the design I have created in the code. Okay, the code. Okay, I have written in button one. What is the button one? In insert button, I have written a code where you will connect a database connectivity as usual. You will write what are the details you want in the text field in the text field. So that will be passed to the variable ABCD, and this is a prepared statement. This is a prepared statement where the details you have typed in that fields will be prepared by this, and this will be inserted. You see, insert into HR password. This will be inserted into database. This will be inserted into database. Yeah, set string. Okay, from A B C you will be getting a text, and it will say it will storing into S. So after getting it will be setting the string to the database, and this is the dialog box after inserting successfully. So let me show you that. New users. Okay, let me xyz@gmail.com, house number 8. So name, password will give 12345 6. Insert. So will be a dialog box insert successfully. Okay. Okay, this is how the first page was created. Next I created next step was list of detail of users. So for that I have created a members detail where we'll getting the all information how many members are there. So all details of that members. So for that I have written I have taken a frame and table from I have created a table, and in this button I have written a code where it is as usual this reduce connectivity all and in prepared statement I have just selected select star from X users. Okay, let me show that. As you see, the transaction reports help are not enabled. After giving the correct password, it will be enabled. Login. Okay. So let me show the member details. So get data. Okay. See, these are the members and use that. And these are the user IDs, passwords, and the house owners of that house number and that all. And so this was the list of details. In summary, we will create another table where each house member and owner number will have a next step, I'll be creating a summary where I'll be creating a new table. So I'm creating a summary in that means mm, how much the amount they spend on milk, newspaper, water, and that all total amount. So for that, I should be going on this second task. In second task, for water consumption, I have created a table that will be having initial reading, ending reading, and total consumption. That all. In second, I took only just milk. Up to I took just milk. I did not take a newspaper. So in milk for that all, that yeah, I created a table for this water consumption. So water underscore cons, that will be having a user ID, uh, uh, consumption for that month. This, so the data type is date. It should be not null, initial reading, final reading, or not null. And this will be having a primary key, user ID, where it is a mandatory to enter mandatory that user ID should be there, and it will be having a foreign key where it refers to the user ID in FC users. That means if the user ID is not there in FC users, so we will be not able to retrieve data. Uh, so for water consumption, this was the table. For the billing, of water, I have created another table. Um, the consumption for that month and rate for that month actually. Uh, okay. For milk also I created. Okay. So for how I was calculating billing rate for water consumption. So I created this statement. So we'll be selecting user ID, householder name, initial and final reading. Uh, so after that, we'll be getting final reading in one column. I will be taking final reading minus initial reading into C rate. This is the second. So A means we'll be referring to one table, and B means another table, and C is another table. So we'll be taking these details from one table, and we'll be multiplying that rate from the another table. Let's see. So let me show you of executing this. See. So we can see the user Alok Sahu household has having initial reading 3300 and final reading 3600. The final reading will be the initial minus final minus initial 300. So C rate, how the rate, so it will be multiply that rate into the into the rate for the first November. So that I have stored in another table. Okay, where I show you. Billing. So for November it was 2 rupees. Okay, so that was multiplied. So that was multiplied. So you can see the for November it was 2, so 300 into 600. So for this also one same one. For next, so the next task. Okay, this was for water. So for milk I have created another table. uh, you can see. So I have created a table. Okay, see, you can have this milk consumption. You have user id, cross month, milk, the types of milk brand they are using, quantity. So then we will be having a foreign count user id. So I created, let's see the milk consumption table. Sorry. Okay, let me show you select statement. Okay, start from, okay, sorry, milk cons. Okay, so we'll be having so this is the details. So for this user is using this milk brand, and the quantity that he uses is 5, and this user is using this milk brand. So this so the this each milk brand will be having each rate. So for that I have created another table. So create a milk table statement. For that month, the what will be the rate, the milk brand rate. Select star from. So see, if we have two brands, the rate was 20 and 80. So what is the total cost for the milk? The milk for the consumption of each user. Okay, so wait, sorry. So we will multiply that rate into that. After that, I have combined both the milk consumption and water consumption using this command. Okay, see. Uh, So I have selected user ID, house owner name, constant must, sum of water, water, sum of milk, Uh, this will be one select statement. In that, I have created a nested select group where it will be selecting water billing rate, and I will be unioning. I will be joining both of them, adding both of them. Here I have used milk statement, milk consumption statement, and I will union them using union all. After that, by using group, I will group it by house owner name and cons month. So by summing, I will be getting how much water consumption they are using total, and the for milk consumption I will make some. So in union, the number of fields in the both tables in water consumption, milk consumption, it should be same. So I have created a dummy column here 0 for water and see. So we have a dummy column. So let's run it. You will understand it. So see, for you allocate user, the water consumption was 600 and milk was 108. So this was the total expenditure of that ID for first November on first from 1st November of that month. So this was a summary. So I how I created that summary. Login page. Uh, I linked a, I created a my panel frame using summary my panel. I gone to summary. I created a design where I created a table and in get data. Just in this, just I have copy paste I copy pasted that query which was giving me this whole summary data. So just I copy pasted this query into the connection prepare statement. So this is a prepare statement. I just copy pasted it from here to here. So okay, after that it is a inbuilt command, so execute. So how we are how this, what is this? So for getting Oracle tables to Java in the table form, so I should have a jar which is which is known as RS to XML and XML jar. I had downloaded this from that. So after that we'll be importing this net properties SQL debtors. So then only it will execute. So it will be converting Oracle table database tables to the normal tables. So let me run it and show it. Okay. So okay, you log in. Go to reports. In summary, we can see that for these two users, the consumption for water is this much, and for milk it is this much. Okay, so that's all. Uh, Similarly, it can be done for newspapers, and for that same procedure. So for that same procedure. That's all. Thank you. Okay, just open this one and tap on the nmat folder. Close it.